Hello everybody and welcome back to another video, and today we got some WWE Extreme Rules, the horror show reactions actually. I'm gonna make a blazer review. It was all over the place. I was confused the whole time. There's so many things that just happened that just didn't make any sense. But then also I did like it. Uh, it really confused me like crazy. But you know, they gotta do what they gotta do to confuse the people. Alright, first of all, we got the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. And actually, we're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the kickoff show. It was Kevin Owens versus Murphy. Before the match, I didn't know about it. They happened to announce it like an hour before the show started, so um, it was too long ago to really remember what it was about, what all happened. But Murphy came out and lost to Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is now Kevin Owens. He beat Murphy. Kevin Owens is now Kevin Owens, and that's that. um, then we moved on to the main show, which started off with SmackDown Tag Team Championship table match. It was a New Day versus Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. I got this prediction right. I predicted Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura. They walked out as your WWE Tag Team SmackDown Tag Team Champions. What happened was, I believe it was Kofi that stacked two tables on top of each other, and then Cesaro powerbombed Kofi through both tables, which that ended in a table finish where, um, you know, I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna say Cesaro and Shinsuke won. It was a pretty good match. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, that's that. And then we got the United States Championship match: Apollo Crews versus MVP. What happened is we never even got to see that match. It really upset me because I was really hoping to have a champion at the end of the night, but we don't know what's going on. What happened was MVP and Bobby Lashley came out. MVP said, "Hey, since Apollo Crews can't compete because of that injury that happened 1 month ago, that's not real." MVP, he said he is the United States champion. So, as you guys can see, I've got a big question mark right there because I don't know. So we have no clue what's going on with that one. Then we also had the eye for an eye match. They managed to make it PG. I mean, the show was PG, but it did not look PG. I mean, they could have done. Yeah, they were able to do PG with that. Um, I would say that was probably PG. But I mean, there was an eyeball, sitting outside of his hand. Well, not outside of his hand, but Rey Mysterio, he lost the match. Of course, Rey Mysterio lost. I didn't get that prediction right, but Rey Mysterio's eyeball was, sitting in his hand whenever he's holding it. He saw this big yellow, I mean, not yellow, white and red thing that was in his hand that looked like a fake eyeball. But yeah, Seth Rollins jammed his eye into that stare again, and for some reason this time the eyeball came out. If it came out this time, why didn't it come out last time? Doesn't make any sense. Okay, but next we had the SmackDown Women's Championship match. Yes, SmackDown Women's Championship match between Bayley and Nikki Cross. What happened in that match is Nikki Cross almost beat her within the first 2 minutes of the match, but it did not happen. What happened was, let's say about 10-15 minutes into the match, Sasha Banks threw in that legit, hand ring, and she punched Nikki in the gut, which led to I think it was a fruit roll up, and led to the 1-2-3, and Bayley retained the SmackDown Women's Championship. Then we move on to the Raw Women's Championship match between Sasha Banks and Asuka. No clue what's going on in this one, but it confused everybody. No one knows who's champion at this point. We had Asuka. She went to spread the poison green mist in the face of Sasha Banks and completely missed and hit the referee right in the face. Bayley took the shirt off the referee, put the shirt on herself, and but she hit Asuka with the belt in the back of the head, which led to that, and then she took the referee's shirt off, put it on herself, and then counted the 1, 2, 3. Nobody knows who's champion. See, I even got a big question mark over this one too. A big question mark. Nobody knows. Sasha Banks might be champion. I don't know. It all depends because back in the day, I think Paul Heyman did that with RVD. Took the referee's shirt off the ref and counted RVD as the champion. So if that's the case and happening right now, if it's doing the same thing right now, then that makes Sasha Banks champion. But who knows? We'll find out tomorrow night, hopefully. Then we had the WWE Championship match between Drew McIntyre and Dolph Ziggler. They waited till the final moments before the match to announce the stipulation, which the stipulation was Dolph Ziggler. He said that it was an Extreme Rules only for him. Drew McIntyre loses all of his advantages, as in count-out, disqualification. If he gets counted out, disqualified, he loses the belt. Dolph Ziggler is the only person that was allowed to use the no DQ rule. And, Drew McIntyre, he went to put Dolph Ziggler through that table, and, he put him through that table and he got disqualified. It was crazy. I'm just joking. Drew McIntyre actually was going to put him through the table. He said, he was like, damn it. And he just did not put him through that thing because, if he would have put them through that table, he would have been disqualified. Not have been good for him because he would have lost the championship. But it ended up to be Dolph Ziggler. He was like, why won't you die? And then went for a super kick. Drew McIntyre, stood up. You got to be expecting this one because, why not? Drew McIntyre went to he was over there. He was about to get super kicked, but instead of getting super kicked, he went around town. And, Claymore, Dolph Ziggler, and Drew McIntyre walked out with the win. So Drew McIntyre is still champion. So yeah. Which led to the main event of the night, the Wyatt Swamp fight. This one was just off the hills, confusion after confusion. Actually, no, really didn't get confusion until the end of the match. Whenever, at the middle of the match, actually, when the Sister Abigail came out, behind the Sister Abigail mask, it was Alexa Bliss. She says, come home, you always knew you liked me. You always knew you liked me. But so Bray Wyatt, Braun Strowman went walking to Sister Abigail, and you know what happened next? Bray Wyatt came up behind him and hit him with a stick, and they eventually went into the water, and, it was crazy. And then, Braun Strowman, he flew into the water, was gasping for air, he got back up to the top, and Bray Wyatt was gone. He got onto the dock, he stood up, and Bray Wyatt was right behind him with that stick again, started whacking him, and Braun Strowman threw him into the water again. He was like, it's over. And you know what happened next? They trolled us. WWE trolled us. They had that little stupid rice thing in the bottom right corner, like it was about to end. And you know what happened? It went silent, and the next thing you know, Bray Wyatt jumped out of the water and freaking did whatever it is to Braun, threw him back in the water, and then what's his face? The Fiend popped out of the water. He's like, let me in. So we're getting that match at SummerSlam between Braun Strowman and the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Other than the two matches that really confused me, not the two matches. The one match, the Sasha Banks match, that one confused me a lot because no one knows who's champion. Same with the MVP one, and nobody knows who's champion with those two. But yeah, Bray Wyatt won the Wyatt Swamp fight. It wasn't by pin. The only reason I know somebody won is because WWE on Fox Twitter came out and said winner of this match, Bray Wyatt. So that's the only reason that's the only reason I know he won. There was no pinfall. There was no submission. But yeah, that was it for the night. I walked out with 1, 2 and a half, 3. Walked out with 3, 3.5. Because I'm counting the half because Sasha Banks. I mean, I could probably go 4 if I counted the Miz. I love Miz, the MVP and Apollo Crews thing. Yeah, those two are both halves. But yeah, that was WWE The Horror Show at Extreme Rules pay-per-view reactions. Hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you remember, smack the like button, and if I'll try my hardest. Oh yeah, I'll have an unboxing up on the channel later this week. That's actually be on both channels because I gotta do it on both channels. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Remember, smack the like button, and I'll see you guys all again in the next one. Goodbye.